Hey guys, it's Anthony, Super Service. I got Nick's truck here. It is kind of a crazy gig. We're not doing all the stuff that we normally do to him. He just bought an EGR cooler from Ford. Look inside of it, it's nice and dry. This one is like a month old. But there's a funky story here. This is the first time I've ever seen this truck. And I guess he had an EGR cooler fail, so he took it to a Ford dealer, and then somehow he bought an oil cooler from somebody or something. I don't know exactly what the freaking deal was, but he bought an oil cooler, and that was a month ago. So it showed up here with this. Look at that. I think it's one of the worst leaking Operation Milkshakes we've had yet. I wound up yanking the starter and yanking both block drains, pulling the rad hose, pulling the degas, the petcock, and letting it sit for, I let it sit for a whole 24 hours, for a whole day, just to drain as much of it out as we can. And then I do diesel flushed it, got it all nice and clean. I mean, it's pretty clean. Like if you look in here, look in there. So it was so plugged up that the heater core was literally plugged. Like there was no heat coming from it. And it wasn't until I got halfway through my diesel flush drive that I started to get heat, and it finally cleaned out the heater core. So we cleaned this whole thing out. Look how clean that is. That was slime. It had that stuff in it. So I told him, I said, well, if it's an OEM oil cooler, I'll let you know. I'll know when we get it off. Well, look at this brand. This is Topaz from Germany. This has been in for a month, and it is potentially the worst oil cooler failure I have had yet. I don't know what's going on with these worst oil coolers. I got that freaking one over there that I just did, that a perfect storm of stuff. But this truck right here, I did the diesel flush. I've done many ruptured oil coolers before. Put diesel, then dish soap. Dish soap gets rid of Dawn dish soap, like half a bottle, with no air in the system. It won't foam. Then Dawn will get rid of the diesel, and then Cascade will eliminate the foaming from the Dawn. So that's, now this stuff that's in this right here, I've never had one this bad before, that from the diesel flush, we're talking a total of about an hour. From the diesel flush, that got rid of all this stuff. It was straight up clean. It was completely clean. You can see the Cascade that's under it right now. That's why I didn't run it very long. This truck right here with this junk oil cooler, just in the time from when I took the diesel out to I ran the Dawn and then I ran the Cascade, this much oil had accumulated in the degas bottle. So when we took the degas bottle out, it was a pretty big gig. We did not drain it. That's why that Cascade is still in there, because it was leaking so bad that it would have recontaminated the system just if I would have tried to get that Cascade out. Remember, the Cascade is dead last. I'm not trying to clean oil with Cascade. I'm not trying to clean oil with Dawn dish soap. I clean oil with diesel. And then we got to get the diesel out, and then we got to get the Dawn out. That's why we're doing this. So when we yanked the bottle, all of that stuff in that drain pan over there was floating in the bottle right here. So we break it down, and what we did, as messy as it was, leave everything in the bottle. Do not drain the radiator, do not drain the block, don't drain anything, because once you drain it, all that oil is basically going to run down the coolant Y pipe and down and recoat everything and recontaminate. So what we did was yank all the hoses, get ready to pull the degas bottle, pull the coolant Y pipe off and plug it with your finger, and then pull the degas bottle out so that all of this nasty crap did not go back into the system. All of this right here. So that's yeah, so now we're not going all the way in. We're just gonna go and do just fix the oil cooler. We're not gonna do anything else with really anything. We're just gonna put it back together and go. But thought I would show that. I'm sure that's probably some eBay brand or something like that. So anybody that wants to, you know, go buy one of them cheap $50 oil coolers, hey, go ahead. You know, why is there never enough time to do it right the first time, but there's always enough time to do it again? You know, this right here, this is almost a $2,000 job. It's pushing $2,000 just for the oil cooler by the time we flush it, clean it all out, and do all the stuff we need to do. So, you know, spend the freaking $400 and buy an OEM oil cooler, because Jesus, this freaking thing's a piece of crap. But thought I would show that. This is Operation Milkshake to the extreme. I don't know if I missed anything. I might have. Heck, I don't know. But thought I'd show some of that stuff. I mean, I did recommend all hoses, everything needed to be replaced. It's got a new freaking radiator in it. I mean, it just, what a drag, you know. I mean, because basically, I mean, the heater core hoses, replace the heater core hoses, reseal the front cover, upper and lower rad hoses, radiator, you know, all of it. Degas bottle, cap, thermostat, you know, coolant pump. Ideally, everything needs to be done. But, you know, I mean, there's only so much money to go around, so I understand, you know, we can only do what we can do. So we'll put an oil cooler in it. We'll make sure we'll get the oil out of the coolant, get it so you can drive the truck, and then, you know, we'll just address the issues as they come. I mean, it's a bummer, but it's definitely a lot easier on the wallet short term, but it's really hard on the wallet long term. Because long term, you just lose your freaking butt. Because that, I mean, another thing to think about is with the heater core was plugged, right? The heater core was completely plugged up. Well, if the heater core was plugged up, I guarantee you the EGR cooler was plugged up. So, plugged with nasty freaking sludge, the stuff that's in the bucket over there. So when, so what happened, I'm sure that we supercharged we accelerated the lifespan, or whatever, however you want to word it. We took some life off this EGR cooler, guarantee it. Because not only was the heater core plugged, I'm sure that this was plugged up too. And the whole time we had exhaust running through here with no cooling, no coolant. It was not cooling the system. So, I mean, you know, that's just something to really freaking think about. We go put this freaking EGR cooler back on. I mean, it's a ticking time bomb. It's a ticking time bomb in its own sense. But this one did have it plugged up. So we're gonna rinse it all out. You can just see the crap that was leaking out of it right there from the return nipple. So yeah, what a freaking drag. But look in there. See how clean that is? Look inside of here where the donut gasket goes. No slime. But oh well, thought I'd throw it out there. Degas bottle. All the milkshake was gone, but it was leaking so bad that it was actually, I mean, it was, maybe I'll make another test if I pressurize that oil cooler, but I don't even know if it's worth the damn time. That thing's a piece of freaking crap. But oh well. All right, have a good day, guys.